One of the really exciting things about working with folks coming home is, kind of they come home a little downtrodden about, I've been gone, or worried that their families, or specifically their kids, or just that their kids have given up on them because they kind of feel, down on themselves. That the kids are always excited and happy to see them and still love them and still, hold them in high regard, regardless of what they've done. And so watching the parents kind of get rejuvenated by their kids' excitement, and just realizing that whatever they've done doesn't take away the fact that they're a parent and they still have that influence and control and power over their children. And that, to me, I've also seen is what saved a lot of these parents. That's been their motivating factor for why they get their lives together, because they want to break that cycle and want to make a better life for their children. So children, I started working with children and just, would get frustrated with parents. But I realized how powerful parents were. And so when I was able to, again, start doing that work and seeing the relationship development between parents and children, that's where that's where the true answer lies for breaking cycles of poverty, is in the relationships between the families. I think empathy, I guess, would be one of the other major factors to helping this work in the future. It's just people really realizing that, somebody didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to sell crack. It goes back generations, and that maybe is all they knew. And if you don't stop and think about that, who that person is, dealing with people from a human perspective versus just a judgmental on the surface kind of thing. I think that shift has to happen as well. But I think as people get empowered and families get healthier and stronger, they have a support network to maybe feel like, oh, I don't have to sell drugs. I can do something different. And if nothing else, I can make sure my kids don't sell drugs, and we stop this right here. And not just selling drugs, but anything, a lot of those behaviors that come out of just what I see people doing on my corner. And I can very well understand why a lot of these kids end up doing drugs and selling drugs, because that's what they see in their neighborhood. What else that's all they know. And I resent the fact that people just think these kids just wake up and go, oh, I'm going to sell drugs. I want to be locked up. That is an unfortunate point too, though, that there are a lot of kids that, kind of think that that's what they're supposed to do. I've met kids that did not aspire to go to college, didn't care about dropping out of school because they were like, well, I'm going to end up in prison anyway. And it's super sad, but their psyche, their fathers went to jail, their uncles went to jail, their mothers went to jail, all these people, they think that that's a rite of passage, and that's not the case. Kind of helping people break that cycle for themselves by realizing their worth, and that, you're worthy of love, you're worthy of support, you're worthy of all these things, It's a tough road getting people to cross that line, but once they do, I've seen phenomenal changes in people just from being treated with respect and